I heard still holler about how wrong I am. As a little had me amazed how my steady hand kept it afloat.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious.
Beneath the tranquil hills of Washington Park, downtown Portland alive with activity. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Portland, getting their first look of this. NBA appearance from Freak.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
And for New Orleans, Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Holiday, and that's the very first basket right there, folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Outside Gordon. To the inside. Here's Ashik, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
For the Trailblazers, Kaman comes in for Plumlee, and Maurice Harkless subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Cunningham comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Clock at 4. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting, because that has been a factor as well.
And that does it for the first half of play. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Take a look at what...
So for the Trailblazers, Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. And Freak subbed in for Leonard. And New Orleans also making a change. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Omer Ashik. Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
So for New Orleans right now, the big men are Anderson and Davis. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Evans in at the 3 slot. Moment here now for an injury report.
Gentlemen, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of New Orleans. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. If he were to miss significant time, it would really hurt this team that depends on him for so many things. Guys, time will tell.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Gordon with it. Now defended by McCollum. Evans outside. Takes the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets.
Here's Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. It's stolen by Aminu. Here's Freak. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And for the Pelicans and their road struggles last season, they are a younger team. It's a team built around a young superstar in Anthony Davis. So taking road lumps is just kind of part of that growing process.
Gordon kicks to Holiday. Outside, Davis. The 9-foot shot. Count the bucket. Davis has got 10 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Lillard, and he gets it to go.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Pelicans trail by 8. Now here is Holiday. He kicks to Davis. With 2 seconds left, there's the bucket. Good. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter. And that does it.
Let's take him back.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. And so it's Portland winning this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
He really sparked them with his defense tonight. He was so active out there, both in the open court and in the half-court situations. If there were any careless passes, he took them and picked them off.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille
we got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
What a great shot looking west over downtown Portland from the banks of the Willamette River. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to the Golden State Warriors. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Cole Aldrich is out there with Pierce, and it's Rivers in at the point guard. Here's Crawford. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And so, both teams trading buckets as we... And Austin Rivers making NBA history last season. His father, Doc, is the head.
And I think it's because we've always had...
Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching a son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA. But this, Clark, this is a first in the NBA.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. I mean, he's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any differently.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they've blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Pierce out there with Cole Aldrich, and it's Rivers in at the point. In the corner, Henderson with it. And there's the feed to Kaman. Wide open look. Here's Plumlee, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Plumlee's got 8 points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
It's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Both teams will make substitutions. It's all tied in.
Hi, Kevin.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He's got 16 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Freaks checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Cole Aldridge is checked in for Blake Griffin. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Freak is out there with Aminu, and it's Leonard in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Redick with the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Lillard the pass to Freak. Puts it up from 15. Portland no good that time either. Clippers leading by 8. The drive by Green. And the wide open shot from Paul. No good off the front iron.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Jordan with a screen on Lillard. Here's Paul. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this hot.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch, Clark, looking very confident right now.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Redick. And it's Portland with the rebound. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lillard attacking. Passes it to Freak. Stolen. Aldridge with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Redick with the 3. The putback. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul, and they double up Paul. It's Redick on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Redick with the bucket.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard dishes to McCollum. .112 left to play in the third. Count that one. Leonard's got 5 now.
Good job pulling the trigger when the defense opened up for him. He had an opportunity, took advantage of it.
And here is Paul. He has 6. Jordan the screen. And stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Aldridge kicks to Paul. Pass to Jordan. 4 on the shot clock. Fades. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Ball against Lillard. Inside. It's stolen by Green. Paul kicks to Green. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. The first one falls. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting.
You got to forget about that one.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Blake, tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a ton of intensity on the floor.
Yeah, that's something we talked about. You know, we talked about not being complacent, settling for jump shots, talked about getting to the hole.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jeff Green.
What a performance by Jeff Green. This is a man with a world of talent. A lot of times on the offensive end, he gets neglected. But when they pay attention and make him a focal point, he's tough to handle.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.